Hello everybody, Navy Vet 76 in the garage. I've been working on a project in my head for a while. I saw a bullet mold on eBay that looked rather interesting, and it's called a Lee mold 309-230. And I don't know if you can see it in here. It's a fairly long bullet. It supposedly weighs 230 pounds, but most of mine dropped out at 235, 236, and then I powder coated them. Well, I've been trying to do the wet method for a while for powder coating, and it just didn't work out for me. And I've always had trouble with getting enough static on my bullets to coat them good enough. So I had an idea, how can I build up more static electricity? Well, I got a number 5 container from Kroger's. They're pretty cheap. And then I have a airsoft gun, I guess you'd call it, but it doesn't use it's electric. And it uses these little guys right here. So I threw them in. I threw them in with the powder, and then I used a Harbor Freight red, and I shook them up really good and found that it works very well, and the bullets coat very well. So anyway, the bullet I'm talking about looks like that, and it's 309 diameter, but not all the way up. Right to about that band right there is 309. But the bore on the Schmidt Rubin is, I think it's 307. I've never actually checked it. So my idea was I wanted to try this bullet in the Schmidt Rubin, and you'll see this one is powder coated. And it came out really good. I did them in my toaster oven at 350 degrees for 30 minutes. And this is, if you've seen before, this is what they look like when they drop out of the mold. And so they work pretty good. I've kind of, like I said, I've had this idea on the back burner for a while. And the one reason I was thinking I might try it is because of the length of the bullet. And it's heavy. It's 336, 37 thousandths grain weight. And of course the Schmidt Rubin has the model 1889 has a very generous deep throat. At least mine does. So you're not going to get your bullet pushed out to the rifling, because the rifling, the chamber, it kind of tapers into the rifling a little bit. So here's my dummy round, and that's 7.5 by 5.35, but I have found that just the regular 7.5 by 5.5 cases work. So what I did was I just made this so they'll just go in the magazine. And that's where I'm at with it right now. So I'm going to figure out what kind of powder weight I want to use in this. The other reason I cast these bullets is because this is a boat tail. And you cannot, obviously, it would be difficult to put a gas check on here. I suppose you could do it, but that was the reason I powder coated. And the other thing is there are hardly any grease grooves in here. That's very, very shallow. So powder coating, in my opinion, was the only choice. And plus I can push it at a little more velocity powder coated. And it is a hard cast. So I want to see how it does. So my next, I think I'm going to use 3040 Craig data. I don't know how far out they go on bullet weight. I'm looking for something around 230 thousandths. So that's the project I'm working on now, and I'll get back to you when I figure it out and have it out at the range. All right, so I extrapolated the load based on the information in the 30 Craig load data in the Lyman cast reloading manual. And I will attach a photo to this, and then we'll go from there. I'll be out at the range next time you see me with this project.